Oh shit.
First down, Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. We'll see his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on.
Fuck, didn't he catch it?
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Monkey balls.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Murray. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Really? Really? Did we just
I love the fishes because they're so delicious.
one-handed, I might add, to pick up a first
I
down?
was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. Just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid. The turnover on the first
Good
possession.
shit.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They get him to the
Man, that nigga ran right
red zone after a
by the ball.
5 or 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look down
It's in the game.
first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jackson, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Isaiah Simmons.
Forgot what your
It's
game
a
day
loss of
was.
about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Come on, where's the pass
Motherfucker,
interference?
come on.
Yeah, give me my call.
Oh,
Wait a
just
minute,
wait.
no. Come on, man. That was my pass interference. They need to put that back in the game. He touched the man way before the ball was thrown. He should give me yards for that, man.
You know, man, be on bullshit.
Every year.
This is fielded inside the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards.
They need to take that out. They need to get rid of that slogan. If it's in the game, it's in the game. They need to get that to somebody else.
They sure do.
Yeah,
Shit.
because
Let's
they
go
don't.
back to who had the film?
Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's first.
Go back to ESPN.
Yeah,
There you go.
ESPN, where guys can get hurt,
Trying to shake off the
all that.
interception. He'll look to throw.
You either could have ran it and everything.
Brought down, but not before they're able to
It's in the game. It's in the game. And that means
first down yardage on the first play.
they said it was too sensitive. They was too sensitive. The players. I asked the guy. I said, I wonder why they took injuries out. He said it was too violent. That's what EA said.
Oh, that's the bullshit.
Yeah. EA said it's too violent.
It's football.
Right.
The gun. Murray escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds.
If they don't make the one coming out this year, I'm going away from. I'm going so far away from Madden. I ain't even gonna remember it was ever. I ain't even gonna remember it was ever a Madden game.
NCAA.
I'm going somewhere. I ain't gonna be doing no Madden no more. I'm selling everything I got of Madden. Seriously, they disappointing, man.
Back to the air on second down.
I'm selling it all.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end.
Matter of fact, I might just give it away.
Shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They just terrible.
It's like 2K. That shit ain't no better either.
Right. They make it too. You know, you can. It's too hard to shoot. Too hard, man. Y'all went too far.
Murray, you give. This is Drake.
Hey,
And he'll be taken
shit live. It's too easy to shoot.
Right. You don't want it too easy, but you don't want it that hard either. Sometimes if you don't green it, you can have it right on point and it still not go in.
Nope.
Yeah, you can green it. If you
Wide
don't,
open. Wide open.
if you don't make that green light
Yard. Here's second and 9.
light up,
Murray now.
it's a green light that
To hold on to that one. And
you
it's
know,
third down.
some guys real good at it though. They know how to green it all the time.
Yeah. I don't know how they do it. I don't play.
Yeah, I don't either. They know how to green it all the time. Green every time. I would love it too if I knew how to green it every time.
On the run, he'll let this go right side.
Damn.
Passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Let me see what
Yeah, you gotta know how to green it.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on fourth down.
What's wrong with this game? I pushed the button that
Here we go on fourth down with Murray.
I pushed the button that's supposed to make pass commit, and I seen slant. You know what I mean? Slant. I seen slant out at the spot where the pass commit's supposed to be. It was up top, and you know,
shit.
cause slant's supposed to be at the bottom. Slant in, slant out.
Yeah.
That all supposed to be at the bottom. But this time, it was where pass commit was supposed to be.
Gonna run play action with Drake and
I just noticed that. I'm glad I got it on recording.
keep it here.
I'm gonna go back and look at that.
Just a few yards shy of the red zone.
Make sure I wasn't tripping.
To run for it, the decision was a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Sometimes you think you pass committing.
Murray now on first down. And this is caught.
Two of y'all?
See, okay.
And they've got
Yeah, between two people.
at the 8. 15 more there. And
That's Madden for you.
another first down.
Yeah, sometimes I think this game.
Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
Sometimes you can put guys in positions where they don't belong, and it won't work right. It's almost like a
I be having
safety.
dudes that's gonna
A safety got to be a
intercept
safety.
the ball and they don't jump.
Here we go now on first and goal.
I done had to call the timeout. Ain't got none.
Operating from the gun. Murray. And this
I
is
shouldn't
going to be
have threw it.
intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
That wasn't even a play that I called. I was just trying to get out of trouble.
Right-handed, but
It's a weird game right here.
a veteran sticks in his pocket.
I think so, Jeff.
This one is real weird.
It may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier.
I
in their
ain't scored
career,
nothing.
even
You
in
ain't
their college
scored
days when
nothing.
They were used to being dominant. In
Yeah,
this
this
case,
one weird.
the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Jackson on first down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will lose yardage.
This old boy can move that fast.
19-yard line. He was unable to shoot
Man.
Of course,
the
it's
coverage
in the
for a
game.
loss of
Yeah, look at how fast this big old boy moving. That's a D tackle, ain't it?
Yeah. And he didn't fumble.
And
What
he
kind of
running.
game is that?
He running a 4.5. That big old boy running a 4.5.
19.
He could be a sprinter.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have
Big
been
old
pretty
dude
good about
running
getting
that
that
fast. I
game,
can't believe it.
the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And a pretty nice
We gotta
tackle
get
there,
this.
ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take
Gave me
us
time
to
to
the
think.
2-minute warning. 2 minutes on
Because I was sure trying to hike it.
scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. One that's featured no
Played one youngster.
as of yet on either
You
side.
got on here with a lot, just, I don't, you can curse all you want, just don't direct it toward me,
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, youngster, you need to be respectful, man, They don't understand that, and that's why a lot of these things that happening today is happening.
Yeah, they reckless on here.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, youngster, you ain't gotta be all disrespectful, man.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper,
Ah.
I would think
Oh,
about some
shit.
play calls.
Oh, they've intercepted
Motherfucker.
Murray for the third time.
You know,
Picked off at the 47.
Hey.
he just kept going on and on.
47-yard line.
That's it, man.
If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me,
Yeah, because they know ain't nothing gonna happen to them on here.
Right. EA, they don't do nothing. You can report all you want to.
game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about it. The ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board. It's not as much fun
Can I get the first points?
these defensive battles.
Come on, this big old boy running that fast.
turnovers, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Big old boy.
53 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off
He
the
can be a halfback or a corner or a wide receiver or something.
nothing that gets a crowd to its feet.
Running that fast.
Play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No
Get the
substitute
first
for speed.
points.
We talk about
Let's see
that
what
all the
happens
time.
now.
The evidence was right there.
And if you look at the next gen stats, you'll see that
I'm telling you, if that next Madden ain't no good,
1 miles an hour.
I ain't gonna waste no time.
Listen, you know Madden is the same game every year.
But see, now they coming out with these other football games that they like 2K. They going 2K22, in NFL 2K20, something like that. They used to have it out.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, now they're trying to bring it back.
Shit, they should bring back Game Day.
Yep.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
See, slant outside was up top. I ain't tripping.
Let's see if they can get things back on track.
I am not tripping. Slant outside. You know how slant. Wait a minute. Slant outside. Do it supposed to be? Cause I know to pass commit is what button is this? It's the top. It's the top right trigger on PlayStation. Now it's got, so now it's got slant outside. Now, if you push that button, see, it's up top now. Then it's pass commit. So it's both of them. That's a glitch, man. That's a glitch. For it to say slant, for you to push the button that's supposed to give you pass commit, and then it say also slant outside. You kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Slant outside is its own button, not the same button that you use for pass commit. But I'm noticing when I'm pushing pass commit, when you push pass commit too many times, if you pay attention to the top, it'll sometimes say slant outside. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but I don't remember pushing that button for slant outside. If it's either supposed to be pass commit or it's supposed to be slant. You can't have both in the same button.
Right.
That's all that I'm saying.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This game,
Fielded in the end zone.
but your record probably already pretty good.
It's a touchback.
No, it's only 19.
No, I'm like 20 games under 500.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm 20
Well,
games
my
under.
Xbox, I'm not.
Ready to go with their next drive and at the line.
My
the
Xbox is pretty
Cardinal
bad.
offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered
Oh,
offense.
come on.
Interception.
You didn't even want to tackle me.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down.
That guy just went somewhere else.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and find another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
I tried to slide. Maybe it was too late.
Yeah, sometimes that button don't even work.
Yeah, don't let you slide.
Picking up a first down. Ravens going to use
That's what I was trying to do then.
timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Think about me, man. Only how I quit if I'm tired or I gotta go somewhere. I don't quit because somebody beat me real bad. But you can't say that about the
Before
guy.
yours, somebody quit.
Yeah. People I be playing, man.
It's Jackson, flush to his right.
Ooh, wide open. Get that feet down. Oh, man. You
beautiful.
tight end. You ain't got no. Man. He ain't got no footwork. But there's a lot of tight ends that ain't got no sideline ability.
You know what I hate when you catch them and they run out of the inbound, so run out of the touchdown. I'm like, what are you doing?
Feel disappointing. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Dobbins running out of the gun.
Come on, man. Hold your block, Brown.
Down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be
What's wrong with you,
Yeah, they do
boy?
that.
8 coming up. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A good field position to start the drive, but
play one guy. Ah, hurry up. I done looked. Wait a minute.
But it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
Watch that clock spin fast. Should have went out of bounds. Man.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
I had it off, but I didn't get the. I was trying to hurry up because
He pulled it just a bit.
I missed my points. Should have went out of bounds. Wasn't paying attention to the clock.
After the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Yeah, I need this game. I need to try to get my. Because if your record is bad, you can't see all your stats. I learned that about this game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. If your record is bad, it don't show you a lot of your stats. Because you gotta at least stay above 500. I learned that on my own because I was wondering how come all my stats, like when after this game, when I go and look at, you won't see, like, some of the numbers will be missing because you ain't playing at a high enough. Your record ain't good enough.
No.
Yeah, your record. Yeah.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half
Right.
just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had.
And he'll take it into the end zone for
I'll take it.
touchdown.
I'll take it.
82 yards. And the Ravens will
Well, you 19 and 9. You at least you at 500.
touchdown runs, and then there are touchdowns.
I need this game better than you do.
Certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And I know that sometimes when you set your defense up real fast, it works better. The faster you set it up.
Throwing on second and 14. Murray. They'll toss it
Good.
and this is going to be caught. That one covers 29 yards.
So it's time to take care of business
And
now.
at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it.
I was right there defensively.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. To throw, it's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Hopkins
Come on, man. Get out.
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 37 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which
Oh, what the? Come on.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not
I can't believe that guy actually turned around and tried to block for the quarterback.
Yeah, they rarely do that.
Yeah, I can't believe he actually turned around and looked to block. I never seen him do that before. Usually, they just sit there like dodo birds. Which way
Yeah,
do?
just look at you.
Right. What should I do? What should I do? Should I block or should I keep running up the field? What should I do?
Shotgun snap it again to Dobbins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Ah!
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Come on, man.
That would have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it
Man.
tough, that's only going to help
I ain't doing it again, though.
Since being
Not right
hurt,
now.
he got rid of it before taking the hit.
I'll do this one again. This play here put a lot of stress on the let's see.
Jackson on 3rd down. Flushed out right.
Hey.
Oh, looking for Andrews
Who the fuck was starting that nigga? Nobody?
Ravens touchdown.
That's a red zone play right there, really.
32 yards.
I usually use that only like 5 yards out, but a guy, you know,
There as he waited for his tight end to
a
come
guy
over
gave
the
that to
end
me.
zone to give him points for patience
He
as
said it
well.
was just for the red zone,
Needed
but
to be for 6 points.
He
I
knocks
use it everywhere.
It's 28-7.
And they got supposed to be coming out with a boxing too.
Now to kick it away following the
Oh,
touchdown.
Wonder
yeah,
how that's
I
gonna
saw
be. Wonder how that's gonna be online.
And this will be a
don't know,
touchback
'cause I
as
still
that
play
sails
Fight Night.
over the end line.
Right. I think it's been out before. They're just bringing it back out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, Fight Night. You know, it was. You know, they're just bringing it back.
So I saw a different one. I saw something else. It was called like
Ready to get
E1
over
boxing
their
or
next
something.
drive and at the line, the Cardinal
Oh.
offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly because they're not even.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chuck
what the
Clark
fuck?
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Oh, the pressure too great.
I ain't never seen this defense work like this before.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Murray with a 3rd and long.
I know what I'm doing.
Goodness.
I know what's happening.
Interception.
I'm holding one of those guys in place.
And he will bring
Sometimes when you hold a guy in place,
touchdown.
yeah, I'll try that another time.
This
But I,
game went
Yeah.
away before
like I said, man,
4th quarter, widening that margin.
I needed this one better than you.
Bench just
Yeah.
yet. If you're a backup, start loosening up. The man will get a chance to play before
I just hope it don't disconnect. Sometimes, I don't know if cause I know a lot of times I'll be winning and it'll send that. I think some people know how to make the game disconnect.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know because a lot of times when I'm winning, it always do it when I'm winning. And I'm like, it might be a coincidence, but I think they know how to do that EA era to make the
Yeah, they
game.
make you get the loss.
Yeah, I think some people know how to. They done glitch the game out so bad they know how to do it. Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe in them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to
No
make
more
it.
guys.
I like that.
Yeah, you been playing this game for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah, I at least been playing since we're in 2021. I started playing online when you were able to play online. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
cause
no, I didn't start playing till 19.
oh, okay.
Yeah, because usually I just play against the computer.
Yeah, I I've been playing it for a while. Like, soon as you were able, because you know, with a lot of the PlayStation, you wasn't able to take, wasn't no online. With the
Yeah.
the first, of course.
What
What?
the fuck?
What? He just came loose. Yeah, you couldn't play online with the, I think the, what was it, the first two, three, the
Yeah,
first
no, the first two.
PlayStation, the first, huh?
No, you could play with the second one, but you have to put some extra shit on it, like so you can play Ghost Recon.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it's my game. But you know, you can do one bad game. You know how to, you know what I mean. Everybody get one bad game.
uh,
Yeah, 'cause I done been blown out so many times and I can't even count. I can't. But yeah, I can't even count how many times I got on here. All I do is I take it as a game of practice. I'll start trying to do different offenses and stuff to see what, if, you know, to see what works. Because sometimes that's the really only real way of knowing if something really works. You got to do it in game. Because sometimes it'll work in practice mode, but it won't work in a real game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know.
Yeah, because all the other mans are like that's why I know they're making the defense worse, because
defense, 12 guys on the field. It feels
all the other Maddens that I played, I never was this many games under. I was usually like 20 or 30 games above 500, not under.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that.
Yeah, so that's why I
you know
know.
what they need to fix?
They're having
What's
success
that?
on the ground like
That damn, you know how when the ball pop up,
season, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I
and
think
then like the other team get it, and
is envisioning trying to
they like pop 30 feet in there and they catch it.
being able to give the ball to his
Yeah, I don't know what happens when that happens.
and try and finish off the game.
down to
Yeah.
the 25.
How you gonna catch that?
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, come on.
Flag somewhere.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard
Say,
line.
say, give me a break. It's a tight end screen here I used to call. It's aggressive. This play here, but
To throw is Jackson. A quick hitter complete. It's in.
everything working.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up for Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage.
Yeah, well, it's my first one I won by this much. I don't know.
Just continue
But you know,
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad I could help.
thanks, man. Thanks for a win. You know what I mean? Because yeah, I really can use it. Yes, sir. I really can use it, but I gotta keep it going now.
You know, sometimes when I was playing on the PlayStation 4,
Taking about 7 yards
it seemed
deep.
like if you go on a streak, then they stop you.
You said if you go on a streak.
Shy of the 20, so the decision
Yeah,
made
like I
on
was
the
going on, like
inside
it was
how
like
to
a
do it.
7 game winning streak.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Then all
Yeah. I
of a
mean,
sudden, everything just go wrong.
yeah. Because well, I know that for sure because anytime I find a decent defense, EA they be watching you.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get
It
their
don't make
drive
no sense.
started.
Yeah, EA be watching
A
you.
bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
It got his man
Yeah.
complete. 30, the 20, 10.
I messed him up. I should have just left him alone. I think I slowed him down. He would have caught him.
But they still trail big
Yeah,
time.
because Larry Fitzgerald is slow as hell.
Yeah. But he was running fast that time. They must have gave him a power boost. This guy gone. Look.
Just makes things look a little better.
Look how fast he running. He running a 4.5.
He never run that fast.
Everybody fast in this year's game.
Still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that?
Oh yeah, that Tyreek Hill, that's his feet. I hate when people play with him.
Yeah, they just shoot him straight up the field. That's all.
As they make the score just a slight bit more
They
respectful.
put him on the street if you play underneath or something.
Yeah, and he
So
just
still lots
Yeah.
of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
I hate Baltimore Ravens release Willie Snead. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't
Oh, they
understand.
did?
Yeah. I don't understand their method behind how they do stuff. They don't, you know. I can go on down the line how they just be getting rid of players before the player even have a chance to develop. They don't even know,
I just wonder if that number
you know,
is more of a anecdotal.
if the player
He
going.
seemed pretty good on that.
Just tells me when you score on special
Yeah,
teams,
I don't be understanding they way of doing stuff.
number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one
Yeah,
down.
I don't be understanding they way of
23 yards
doing
on the
business.
pickup there and a first. And carries like that.
They
That's
said
how
they got a
continue
quarterback.
to
That's all they
saw this
need.
thing away here, Charles, in the fourth.
Yeah, that's what they think.
That, a new set of downs.
And Lamar Jackson, he's gonna have to just because as he start getting older, he's gonna have to start developing how to run when you know if it's there for you and ain't nothing open, take it. But he's gotta have to learn how to make all the throws. Well, I know outside the numbers, I done seen him do it, but I haven't seen him throw outside the numbers consistently.
On the ground, and that'll make it second and
Or throw a running throw.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, he throw inaccurate.
here as we
That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen him do it persistently. I've seen him do it sometime, but I think he's gonna have to work on that part of his game. Throwing outside. I see him throw inside the numbers, but outside the numbers, I see him not do that often.
Dobbins, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard
What's this, his third year?
Yeah, but is he?
and that leads to the first.
That's the thing. That was the thing about Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco. One thing that Joe Flacco never developed, and then I was hoping that he would, was pocket awareness. Joe Flacco didn't have no pocket. He never developed that.
Key, but those guys up
He
He was
never.
only good in the playoffs.
Yep. Pocket awareness. It just tells you
Dobbins.
when people behind, when somebody coming at you. It tells, you know what I mean. It tells you got that sense of pressure around you, and you got to get that ball out of there. He didn't have that.
Well, somebody hit me when that happened.
Right, and that's how come he got hit so many times and that ball come out of there because he didn't have that sense of you know. And when I first started watching him and everything, and I'm thinking, okay, it'll just come later in his career, but it never came.
They'll try to run
You know.
Dobbins, and he will
just never, you know. He lucky to get that Super Bowl that he got, really.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I don't see how the Baltimore Ravens beat the 49ers. I don't. Based on what we had and what the 49ers, and that was when Vernon Davis was you know, almost unstoppable. And you know, and the Baltimore Ravens didn't really have no linebackers that could stay with Vernon Davis.
You know what it is?
I missed another one.
Because it's one game. Anything happens.
Yeah.
Then the power went out.
Right, and all that. Yeah. That was a Super Bowl that I remember right there.
And it was Ray Lewis's last game and all that.
Right, everything. But you know, it's a lot of it's a lot of politics in sports.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's a lot of politics in the game. I just know this. No way Ray Lewis would have manned up or zoned. Vernon Davis should have really was unstoppable. And I know Ray Lewis, he wouldn't have been able to stay with Vernon Davis.
Yeah, he was at the end of the line.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe earlier in his career, yeah, but not then. And then they had a play that we couldn't stop, and they went away from it. I didn't understand that. They had a play that Kaepernick was able to just run the ball whenever he wanted to, and wasn't nothing we can do about it. But I don't understand why the 49ers stopped doing it.
Shit, that's like when the Patriots beat the Falcons. How the hell did the Falcons just lose?
Right. It's all in who they like, man. That's how come it's important for players to keep a clean demeanor, keep a clean what's the word? Your image. That you gotta have the kind of image off the field and on the field that they want you to have.
Right. So look at Tom Brady. You don't hear nothing about him. Footballs and all types of shit.
Yep. Right. That's what I'm saying. But
what did he get for 5 games, 3 games?
That's it.
Then they won the Super Bowl.
Yep. It all depends on who you are, man. If the league like you.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's been nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed this win. I got 20 more to go. Yeah, I need about 20 more wins to really, you know, if I can win three out of every 5 games, you know. Ooh, catch that. Yeah, if I can win 3 out of every 5 games, I can get my record back respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now another thing is, how long is EA gonna let me use this defense before they mess with it? Because they'll do that too. They'll see you winning a decent amount of games. They don't care about you losing.
Oh no, they want you to lose all day.
Yeah, they don't care about that. But if you putting together a nice little run, yeah.
34 points.
It just, the only thing for me is only one game. I wish I can use these 34 points to, you know, it's still only, huh? Let me take some of these points into let me take some of these points into the other games. Then I'll be all right.
Well, my buddy, he lost 96-20 or some shit.
In football, that's all right. All right, man.